Well, if you're wondering if there's any kind of exercises that you can do to help prevent injury, there are a few. It's really hard to prevent injury, but strengthening your hips and your core are going to be essential for trying to prevent the injury and have good biomechanics when you're running. So I'll take you through about 5 exercises, and then I'll show you the progressions of those exercises to make them a little bit more difficult. So go ahead and lay down for me. The first one is the side lying hip abduction. So you're going to lay on your side, face either way. What you want to do is you're going to you make your quads really tight, keep your foot pointing forward, you're going to lift straight up, and then back down, and back up again. You'll do 3 rounds of 10 on that. Since we are more focused on endurance, we're going to do the higher reps. And then go ahead and take a break. And if that gets pretty easy, if you find yourself leaning forward a little bit, what you do is you just slide your body up against the wall, and you can do it that way. The next one we're going to do is a bridge. So you're going to lay on your back. You're going to bend your knees to about 90 degrees, your feet evenly apart, put your hands over top, and then you're just going to lift up. You're going to hold for about 3 seconds and back down. So once again, that 3 sets of 10, if that gets pretty easy, then you're going to lift up. You're going to march. So pick one leg up, back down, the opposite leg, back down, and then lower down. So that's going to really engage your core while you're doing that exercise. And once again, if that one's easy, then you're going to straighten one leg out. You can keep it up, hands up over you again, and then lift up just with one leg and back down. All right. So the next thing we're going to do are front and side planks. So I want you to go ahead and flip over for me. So this is really going to target your core. Now, if you're just now beginning, what you're going to do is you want to start from your knees. So you're going to bend your knees up. Okay, you'll tighten your core and then lift up. Try to really make sure you have a nice flat back and keep your core tight. You're going to hold for about 10 to 15 seconds and then you'll go down. So go ahead and go down. So if that gets pretty easy, then you'll go from your feet. So go ahead and lift up. Once again, hold for about 10 to 15 seconds. We're going to do about 6 reps of this and then back down. And the next progression from that, go ahead and lift up again. Then you're going to slide one foot out to the side and back to the other, back in the middle, back to the other side, and back to the middle. Good, and relax. So then we're going to go from the side. So let's do your side planks. So first thing you're going to do is bend your knees. You're going to tighten your core, lift up. The same amount of hold for this one as the other one. Go back down. Then you go from your feet, once again, lift up. Good, back down. And then this is the hardest one. You're going to lift up, and while maintaining that position, you're going to do that first exercise, the side lying hip raise. Back down. You only want to do about 4 or 5 of the hip raises before you come down because you'll wear your shoulder out, you'll be really tired and get sore. The next one we're going to do is a single leg stance. So go ahead and stand up for me. So when you're running, every time you take a step, it's like you're doing a single leg stance. So if you don't have good balance, then your likelihood of injury when you're running will increase. So all I want you to do is just stand on one leg for me. And let's go ahead and bring your other knee up. Okay. Same as the planks, you're going to hold about 10-15 seconds. 5 or 6 reps, and back down. If that gets pretty easy, then you want to add some kind of upper extremity movement. So he's just going to pass the ball back to me. Go ahead and pass it to me. Back. And then once again, if that gets easy, then you're going to go into your running motion from that single leg stance. Very good. And relax. All right, the last one you're going to do is you're going to work on your best friend, your foam roller, because flexibility is always an issue with injuries. So we're just going to show you how to do the IT band stretch today. So there's your foam roller. What you want to focus on, you don't have to go the whole entire muscle. You can just kind of stick to that middle third, so you don't have to go all the way to your knee or all the way to your hip. You're just going to roll back and forth. And just give yourself about 10 or 15 rolls, and then relax and do that 3 or 4 times. So while that's not going to guarantee that it's going to prevent injury, those are going to be the exercises and the core and hip stability that you need to decrease that as much as you can.